Welcome to Board Game Today. I'm Brett. In my hands is Warhammer 40,000 Combat Patrol, issue number 5. Now, Combat Patrol is a magazine between Hachette and Games Workshop taking you through the 40k hobby. This one's a little bit different than the previous releases. Instead of 2 big armies, you're getting 9 small armies. You're getting little combat patrols for 9 different armies, which is pretty cool if you want to try out a whole bunch of different forces. And I myself, I'm a general collector, and I'm a big fan of that. To me, this is a really solid way to go and get into the various armies and try some different stuff out. So the magazines have been kind of shaking it up a little bit, at least in the order of stuff. This issue number 5, comes with the special model. This is an Infernus Captain or Lieutenant, one of the two. So you're only going to find this in this magazine. So it's going to be a pretty sought-after issue. It also makes pricing a little bit difficult because you can't get it anywhere else. The model itself is pretty cool. You get head and headless option for the helmet, so for the head. It looks like we got a kind of a good base on the bottom of some dead Tyranids. And yeah, like this could be a really cool addition for Space Marine fans. Of course, we get dice. I'm never going to price up the dice. I mean, between these and small baggies, you probably have tons of them as a gamer. But let's dive into the magazine itself. Now, these have been interesting is that it actually starts off with the how to put these figures together as opposed to background. And we go into painting from there because the last issue had some paints. We get to see a little bit more painting. Now we get the background, a little bit more rules. Again, this takes you through everything of the hobby. Background, rules, you get miniatures. I mean, literally everything. And now we've got some turn examples. It's kind of interesting. Modifying dice and stuff like that. So we get a lot of how to play. We get some background. We get some instructions on how to put stuff together. And we can see the next 2 issues. It's going to be 6 and... Well, sorry, 6 is going to be the Barbagants, and then 7 and 8 have a lot of figures together, and that it's spread out between 2 issues for everything in there. So the first 20 issues, you're getting Space Marines and Tyranids, which is fine. I mean, this, as I said, this is going to be one that a lot of people are going to be looking for. Value is going to be a little difficult. I don't know. I'll probably look at the secondary market to really value all that, figure that out. We're, of course, keeping track of how much we're really saving. We're doing this one a little bit different and actually doing the actual cost for the advanced subscription, including taxes, including shipping, versus just the cover price at $14.99. So it's a little bit more than the $3 advertised, obviously. So we're doing trying to do a bit more of a realistic breakdown of how much you save. But beyond that, I think the magazines are a solid way to get into the hobby. If you are just, want to build up some forces, if you want to try some different stuff, I think it's cool like that. And of course, you get this figure that you're not going to be able to get anywhere else, which is pretty awesome. So if you want more news from the board game community, the tabletop community, check us out every day at boardgametoday.com. And of course, you can hear all the dice, playing with the dice. Of course, you can find us online on the various networks, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all that stuff, all at Board Game Today, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep rolling that dice. It's a lot of dice. Clearly play orcs. Get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do right here on video, but you can go and check us out at boardgametoday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you could, you can always give us a like, subscribe, or share our videos or watch something else. Is always much appreciated, and get your game on.